previously, a few minutes ago, we showed you how to navigate through the Smart online application. And now we're going to kind of just do a quick review of how the Smart for Desktop works. This is what the little icon currently looks like. But so you just click on the icon like exactly the same way that you would for any application. Okay, so as you can see, when you open up the Smart Desktop, you do not need a user account to use this. There's no sign-in, nothing like that. You just literally open the application and you start working. So the first thing that we would do in here in the desktop version is say that we're going to create a new stewardship plan. And once again, the fields are going to look really familiar. Most everything within the desktop version actually mirrors the online application. So we're going to call this, once again, a new plan, and we're going to call it Hawaii 2012, Plan 1. We're going to use that same plan name right here. We're going to set a start date of, we'll just say October 1st. It's going to be a 10-year plan, and our next site visit will be November 1st. So we're going to save that. And as you can see, our dashboard right at the top of the screen has now populated with the project name, and it says that it's an in-process project. So now we're going to jump over to the property boundary, and this is gonna happen pretty much exactly the same way as it happens in the Smart Online application. I'm just gonna zoom in here. Oh, lots of cloud cover. I forgot it's Hawaii. I'll try a different spot. So right now, even though we are in the desktop application, the application is actually still accessing the internet. That's how we still have imagery to use to create our maps. The Smart team is actually working on, at the moment, finding a way to provide imagery to our users that are not going to have access to internet. We'll load imagery separately, or we'll load shapefiles for you separately. So right here, we're going to go ahead and draw a plan boundary. We're just going to, since we've already kind of gone over this a little bit, I'm just going to draw kind of like a messy boundary right here and call it good. And then we're going to save that. So then we can once again jump over into our stands, and we're going to create stands. Now, aside from creating your shapefiles, your project boundaries and stands, etc., within the desktop application, there is also an option to upload your project boundaries if you already have them created. In if you already have shapefiles for your project, you can upload them instead of trying to redraw them again. Now for this project, we have a project boundary and 2 stands. And drawing lines and points, it's exactly the same as it is on the online application. And you can see here, once again, it also fills in your GIS acres for you. It's not something that you have to fill out. If we go right up here to our dashboard and we go to the general description page, you can see it looks pretty much exactly the same as it does, within the online system. And we also have some similar buttons up here at the top above the map. We have a report button, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can generate a report just off of the information that we've already put in to the system. And you can see Word is starting up, and the desktop application is in the process of moving all the information that we've entered in over into our report in Word. As you can see here, it's going to be several pages long, and it will include all of the information that you've already entered in, topographic maps even with the property, your different stands, another map for any point and line features that you may have entered in. And the report, of course, will be longer and longer depending on how much information you've entered for a particular plan. But as you can see, this is pretty detailed, and even just for the little bit of information that we added in here, the report is actually 12 pages long. And when you finished a report and you're ready to submit it to the national system, submit it up to, is it the SMART application, the SMART system online? You would click this submit button, and it's actually going to ask you, are you sure you want to upload this stewardship plan? And you'll say, either okay or cancel, depending on if you feel like you need to add more information. One thing I should mention, though, that if you want to submit this plan to the national database, you will have to have internet access in order to do that. So you can add all of your information into the desktop application, but when it comes time to submit the plan, you will have to have internet access.